Hello there, I am your artist, Smashin Abe, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw my character. Now you've seen on my channel, like this one, and especially that one. That my character isn't that hard to draw, but there's specific things about it that, I would like to go through, because let's just say I'm kind of specific on how I draw my character, so let's just get started already. Firstly, I work on a 6000 by 6000 canvas here, so that way the final result looks as good as possible. Also, if you're wondering why I'm whispering, it's because it's like 4 AM when I'm recording this, and you know what? It does kind of suck when you go to sleep at like 7 o'clock and you wake up at like 3, whatever. So guess what? I'm just here to make you a video because I've got nothing else to do this weekend. You kidding me? I'd rather just spend it just drawing because I'm built different. Anyways, let's start where I always start, the head. So as you can see, most of my stuff, it's like a U shape. So we'll start there. Alright, that's a good shape for the head right there. It's a little bit skewed, so let me fix that real quick. Alright, and then we get to the most iconic, well, I imagine is the most iconic part of my character, the hair. It's relatively simple, but it's what makes it my character. So you got the 4 hair spikes right there. In fact, I don't really need, actually, you know what? I don't even need to do that. I can just do this. Okay, that looks fine. Then we go to the glasses, which is relatively simple. It's just like a line through the face like this. I don't put that much detail into it. Then you draw little glasses itself and not just the frame. Here's the best part. You can just go hog wild with the expressions. You can make stuff like this, or this, maybe even this. Wait, what was I doing again? I just realized I just erased the nose. How the hell did that happen? And then we got like the neck area right here. And then we can move on to the rest of the body, which is hard to say the least because for reasons. Great thing about digital art programs is that if you feel like it's not right, you can always undo it. Like, oh, like this looks a bit too thin. Well, guess what? You could just erase it and just start from scratch. In fact, I think I kind of made in canon is that my cartoon version of myself and my real life version of myself are separated by like what friends they have. Like in my universe, I have my friends. You probably have seen them on the government video. There's Ivan, Gianmarco, and the others. Meanwhile, in this universe, I have like Sydney, Palmer, Taylor, and I think that's pretty much it. Okay, this is going pretty well. I think so. The hands. I just picked the 4-finger thing because of like literally every single inspiration that I had. They've all used 4 fingers, like Big Nate, Diary Kid, Peanuts. Just a lot of cartoons use this style, and it's just relatively basic for me because it's not that hard. Okay, typically I don't draw the hand right here until I draw the legs part. Again, this isn't really hard at all to draw, but it's just easier for me to do the outlines because, well, this one does have stabilization. Stabilization's a bit iffy at best, so you really gotta outline where your lines are gonna be before you draw them. You know what, on second thought, the arms look a bit thick, so we're gonna fix that. Although I don't think the legs should be like that, so we're gonna redraw that too. My torso is like relatively thick, but we don't really have to worry about that since my character's already kind of a beefy boy. Like, I may not draw my character as fat, but he definitely lifts. I'm not lifting weights, I'm like lifting like Amazon packages that my mom constantly has on the front doorstep that somehow weigh like 20 pounds. And then the last part right here, the shoes. Again, relatively simple, again inspired by Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Just a lot of my art style is inspired by Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Is that book has just had such a profound impact on my life, not because of like how good it was, but also because of how much it inspired my art style. It just started as me just trying to copy the Diary of a Kid style, but then eventually it kind of branched out into its own thing, and now I basically have my own set of characters and how I draw them, and it's just... I'm grateful that I was able to branch out and actually make something original. Granted, it can be kind of seen as a ripoff of Diary of a Wimpy Kid or Big Nate. I like to see it as my own thing because this doesn't really look like anything that has came out. Although it's extremely cartoony, I like to think of it as my own. I may never get famous from it, but who knows? I may use this art style for more than just animation videos and shit posts on Reddit. Yeah, that's about it. And then here comes the fun part, the outlining, which I'ma just speed through right now. Alright, this looks pretty smooth. This looks fine. But you know what we're missing? Color. And that's the best part of Fire Alpaca. You don't really need to think that hard when it comes to coloring. You got the whole rainbow right here, and guess what? If you need a specific set of brown, you got it. That looks good, but maybe I want it to be a little bit more orange. Better. Oh, and the best part. If you go right here, add a clipping, filter, and put a sand layer. Oh, I did the wrong color. Alright, well, it did change it to black, but I have a little something called overlays. So what I do this. Well, it still looks a bit off. Well, guess what? Turn its opacity down about 30%, and boom! It looks a hell of a lot better. And then I'll do the same thing for the shirt, the pants, the shoes, and then we have another problem. Yeah, the skin's white, and we could just paint that right now. Overlay layers doesn't quite work with pure white colors. But you know what? I have another solution for that. Don't make an overlay, but instead make the opacity about like 10 to 5%, and there you go. That's my character. Of course, you can do the optional choice of shading it, but I'm just gonna cut it off right here and just save the shading for later. So yeah, that's how you draw me. And if you guys like this video, hell, I'll make how to draws for Sydney, Palmer, Taylor, hell, even Bowie probably. Anyway, see you guys later. I'm gonna go to sleep now.